If you have not made formal recordings, you might be overwhelmed at first by the project. There is a large venue, no audience to inspire you nor to applaud you. There are the producer, recording engineer, perhaps a piano tuner, and other people involved with the session. And then there are those microphones which seem so critical and unforgiving. If you have been there as I have, you can tell yourself that your playing is not under a microscope and that neither the equipment nor the recording team is looking for flaws and problems, but rather join with you to create an ideal performance. That such flawless yet musical and artistic result typically requires a few takes is the nature of audio production. And you can be assured that ultimately, with all the possibilities of editing, you will sound better than you think possible. A few things to consider. When you perform for microphones, you can afford to hold back. You don't have to project the music to the last row of an auditorium as if playing a concert. Microphones are very sensitive and usually placed much closer to musicians than the first row of a concert hall. You will find out that an intended pianissimo actually sounds more like piano or even mezzoforte. This can be compared to filming with a zoom lens, which emphasizes details up close. Microphones in the vicinity of the sound source tend to magnify the dynamics. So be careful and try out how softly you can play. In contrast to a live performance, you can plan on recording your repertoire in any order and perhaps movement by movement. I suggest to start the session with an easy composition, not with the most difficult in your repertoire, in order to establish a routine of start and stop between producer and you, and in order to get satisfying results quickly. Record the most difficult or longest piece when you have the best energy, concentration, and after having completed a work successfully. This makes you confident and relaxed. The producer will suggest that you play so-called insert takes to fix problem areas. You should not waste time and energy on playing entire movements more than twice, perhaps. If you have recording sessions over several days, make sure that you finish recording a piece completely, or at least major parts of it. That way, you stay within the spirit of the composition. I noticed that often the musicians were thrilled to have everything in the box. That was often the time when I suggested another run-through, just for fun. Well, it often turned out to be the most musical performance and served as the basis for editing.